Well, I hate to say it, but it's the truth. Sony was not very happy with the initial Ghost of Yotai response, nor were they thrilled about being blindsided with a new female character. They were expecting a sequel to the former great Ghost of Tsushima. What they got was a girl boss, perhaps, that they weren't prepared for. Let's jump into the story coming to us from That Park Place and the wonderful writer John F. Trent, who takes this rumor from a renowned and well-known YouTuber, Endymion. Jumping in, we've got new claims that Sony executives are seemingly not happy with the response to the announcement trailer of Ghost of Yotai, and that a number of developers were blindsided by the new female character, Atsu. YouTuber Endymion shared this information from an alleged insider and said apparently Ghost of Yotai blindsided many people that were working at Sony who were not made aware of what Sucker Punch was making. Yeah, he added that people in the mid-levels at Sony were actually confused when Yotai was announced because they were under the impression that Jin Sakai would be getting a sequel. And that would have been a reasonable suspicion, I think. It's what I expected. And while the game does look pretty impressive from at least the CGI trailers that we saw, I'm not sure people were prepared for who the protagonist was. Endymion shared that they are not happy at all when it comes to the response of that game either, internally at Sony right now. The game received mixed reactions, with a number of top comments bemoaning Sucker Punch abandoning Jin Sakai's story. One lamented, "Imagine hearing about Jin as a legendary folktale quest." Another wrote, "Ghost of was the best idea to stick with. This way they can tell loads of different stories from different eras, showing a pretty cool characters." And I like that sentiment. I would tend to agree. So this is set in 1600, turn of the Sengoku Jedi period of Edo, 400 years after Jin Sakai, wrote Defunct 140. 1603 is the establishment of the Tokugawa shogunate, and Yotai is a major mountain in Hokkaido, northernmost island of Japan, which leads me to believe we'll be able to explore the Hokkaido. Exciting stuff. Lots to explore. Another shared, Jin is literally a ghost now. R.I.P. Indeed, apparently many years ago at that point. One person pilloried the game, comparing it to Assassin's Creed's Shadows, saying, "Sucker Punch saw AC Shadows and went, I hold my sake." That's pretty funny. Another offered a similar sentiment. Ubisoft, we are finally introducing samurai to Assassin's Creed. Sucker Punch, here, hold my sake for the second time. There you go. Hopefully Jin is still going to be mentioned in the game, probably as a legend about how a 8-foot-tall demon called the Ghost beat the Mongols out of Japan, wrote Drifter While Hungry. And Aaron wrote, "I never expected them to make this IP into an anthology series of different time periods and places in Japan. I think they made the right choice." And maybe they could. Maybe they did. Don't know. But I'm telling you right now, Sony may not have been ready for it. Outside of the trailer, Sony and Sucker Punch were heavily criticized for featuring a female character in a formerly male lead franchise, with many pointing to Sony's diversity and inclusion policies, which are disastrous, dangerous, and, well, in this country, borderline illegal. Brazilian gamer and good friend of That Park Place, Cabrutus Rambo, the creator of Sweet Baby Inc. Detected, Steam Curator List, and DEIDetected.com, posted on X, but the female protagonist in the next Ghost of game is not because of DEI reasons. Below we have Sony's latest corporate report released yesterday. The signs are there. Don't be surprised if we discover things about this game in the future. Oof, I don't know. Oh, no, here we go. Hey, Sony. Goodness. YouTuber Dread Roberts has been doing a great job lately. Also posted, Ghost of Yotai is Sony's next big game. To think that they wouldn't shove DEI into their most anticipated title is ignorant. and I can appreciate that take. There are only so many signs that people can withstand before they start asking questions, and we're now at that point. Just because the 3-minute long trailer doesn't outright say it in your face doesn't mean it isn't there. But we should know this by now, he added. Yeah. I think he's right. Ex-user Not Axel Carnage also wrote, as if it wasn't already written on the wall with the VA's beliefs and advocating of certain rights, now we know Sony is still pushing the agenda of DEI. This game is no different than AC Shadows, that's Ubisoft, than Suicide Squad, which is Rocksteady, then Concord, which is Sony's Firewalk Studios, which I don't think will be a studio much longer. Midroll added, Ghost of Yotai is 100% going to be woke DEI, a woke DEI fest. Screw Sony. May they lose money hand over foot, and may their market value crash. Well, it likely will. Can't have a bunch of successive failures in gaming and expect to survive. Look at what's happening to Ubisoft, who are going to double down all the way through Game 5 failure when Assassin's Creed Shadows releases on Valentine's Day of 2025. And then something I didn't expect to happen happened. The former Sony chairman, Sean Layden, threw fuel on a fire when he reacted to a post from YouTuber Mighty Keef calling Endymion an absolute loser. Layden posted, "It's a game, an entertainment, a story a team of creators believes in. They want to make this." Okay. He added, 2, it's a game. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Oops. Oops. In fact, why not make the game you want yourself? I don't know if you want to throw that out there, my friend. On top of all of this, Sucker Punch hired a radical activist in Erika Ishii to play Atsu, and casting directors have made it clear they cast individuals to push the DEI agenda and woke ideology. The Witcher casting director Sophie Holland told Acting Up via Variety, "I am always the first to champion diversity in all its glory. One that springs to mind was the character Yennefer on The Witcher. Lauren Schmidt-Hissrich, who destroyed the entire story of The Witcher, is the showrunner, and we work so well together, and she's so open to conversations. Not only are individuals like Ishii cast to push the DEI agenda, but Ishii has a history of radical activism that she will likely amplify by using her role as Atsu. That activism includes defunding the police, which, well, if the police had an option, maybe they could just not serve the homes and the community areas that this person's frequents. But, then they would just complain that they didn't get service at all from somebody that they don't like or want to fund. Seems there's solutions to these problems. Regardless, I think it's safe to say that with the people that have been cast and with the story that's being told, I wouldn't blame anybody for seeing ghosts in the Ghosts of Yotei, thinking that they're going to get a double scoop serving of woke with their video game. And if they do, what kind of damage that could do to this property. Was this driven by Sucker Punch or some people inside of Sony? I'm not sure we're going to know anytime soon. But the truth will come to light sooner rather than later because nobody over there will be able to help themselves. At the end of the day, the former Sony executive and person in charge of games for Sony hit the nail on the head. It's a game. And if you don't like it, don't buy it. And I think that's good advice. Grums has been suggesting that we do that for quite some time. And in a recent conversation I had with him on Midnight's Edge, I think we reinforced the idea that we're almost 1 year through not buying a AAA title, not pre-purchasing a game or pre-ordering anything, because we want the game studios to realize they're going the wrong direction. And if we maybe go 1 more year, 2 years to stop the spread, maybe those studios will actually have learned something and decided to give deference to the gamers again. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. Are you interested in this Ghost game? Are some of these people overreacting? Could this just be another good character without a whole lot of agenda tied to it? Or will this put Assassin's Creed Shadows to shame? Like I said, let me know your thoughts down below. And while you're down there, look and make sure you're still subscribed. And if you're here for the first time or the 1,000th time, please subscribe to the channel. It really does help. It's the only thing I truly ask, and it really does build the numbers. Because I'd like to get to 50K sooner rather than later, because I have a celebration stream planned that I think a lot of you will enjoy. Also, we've got, a nice merchandise site that's not tied to pop culture in any way. Beachpunk.com. And you can find all kinds of great things like hats with roosters on them and a great number of other wonderful goodies there that are suitable for all times of year, from sweatshirts and hoodies all the way over to beachwear and sandals. We've even got bags for ladies and water bottles for everybody. Oh, and don't forget your beach towel. And on your way out the door, please hit the like button. And as always, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, see ya.